Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. Early morning, 7:15, and I want to start off by telling you, look, man, we all gonna look, we all gonna pay attention to these chicks somewhat. We should. I mean, that's our nature. So, but what I want to tell you on this video is there's more important things to focus on than trying to please and impress these women, because you can't. A lot of time they'll fake like it for the moment, or if you the type of dude with the third leg hitting the bottom and the back, they'll fall in love with you. But look, man, this the way it is. Everybody can't hit the bottom, and everybody ain't gonna hit the bottom. Some women ain't gonna let you. Like, they'll push you off of them. But who cares, man? And then you got guys that you undersized, so you don't want to mess with them because you scared. You worried about what they gonna say about you, man. Get yours. Don't worry about that. You, no matter who you are, there's some woman somewhere in the world that'll say you little. Like, even if you 15 inches, if she has 17, she gonna say, well, I ain't, but you ain't the biggest I ever had. Or, no, they'll lie. Well, you the biggest I ever had. Then down the line, well, you're not the biggest. So all of these reasons, all of this type of stuff is why I came to tell you, man, don't worry about what they think. If you worried about what a woman think, you not being a man. Like, you just do you and be the best you could be. Dress nice, work on your physique. Me, I eat whatever I want. I just try to, move around and work out some. But don't worry about them. I done had women call me fat, all type of stuff. Do I care, or do I think I'm fat? I think I'm big boned, y'all. I'm big boned. But I just went to the doctor again. My body fat was up a little bit because hey, listen, I'm not gonna stop eating. And I'm still 60-some% muscle. 60-some% muscle. I do want to get at about 255 and maybe 10% body fat. 255 with 10% body fat. But I don't really care about that as much as I care about being healthy. Sometimes I'm seeing bodybuilders dying, so you say, well, they all steroids. Not all of them. Some of them just got enlarged heart. You get to partying too tough, you get to sniffing that white thing, that white stuff. It'll create problems in your blood and your heart. People is weird, man. We think partying is somehow damaging ourselves. But yeah, man, don't worry about what these chicks think. They chicks. They women. They're the weaker vessel. You want to be presentable, but sometimes I don't even be caring about. That's just me. You don't got to be like me. But like, when I want to sharpen up, dazzle up, I sharpen and dazzle up. If I come out like, man, get with what any of these people talk about. That's how I am. There's a lot of people in hell right now because they cared a little too much what people thought of and did a number of things because they was worried too much about what people thought of. Don't let that be you who will hear this video. You just do your thing, work on yourself, get your accolades, get your credentials. But while you're doing it, do it with a selfish mindset to benefit you. Because these women, all they'll do is just take it from you and split it with Pookie. They Pookies and they are Tyrones. All y'all do is you think you paying child support to take care of your kid, and she buying her new dude that some of them already had. They just had him in the shadows till they got rid of you. She buying him steak with your child support. This is also a reason, like we talked about this also. Sit around, evaluate. How much do you want kids? Because you don't need them. You got to figure out how bad do you want them. Y'all that ain't been in relationships, you still seeking one. It's going to take for you to get in one with the wrong one. And most of them is the wrong one. Then you get your nut off, but what is it going to take for you to get them little couple nuts they're going to give you? Think about this stuff, man. When I live my life, man, the only time I get anxiety ever is when I'm going to be inconvenienced. Not when some chick going to be inconvenienced. Or when my kids will be inconvenienced. That's the only time. Because women, if your eyes is open, they'll show you the real them. And how you take it is going to determine how your life going to be after that. Once they show you the real them, the way you take it is exactly what I'm telling you. You don't worry about impressing them. You don't worry about pleasing them. They can't be pleased. They're insatiable. They can't. I mean, it's people talking about competition. Yeah, you should compete to a sense with others. Like, you shouldn't always come in last place. You should be trying to come in first from that standpoint. But when it come to other guys, it's like you gonna have them beat on some stuff, they gonna have you beat on some stuff. And what I'm telling you on this video is don't worry about that. Don't worry about who got you beat. Don't worry about pleasing these women. Again, I tell you, they insatiable. So when they get to talking about what you ain't doing, you got two choices. You either can start doing it for whatever reason, even though you ain't gonna, like, a lot of times they saying this stuff because they really want attention and they're curious. And other stuff like that. But you have to realize that dudes is gonna be taller than you. Dudes is gonna have more money than you. Dudes is gonna have more muscle than you. Dudes gonna have a bigger wing dang doozy than you. But you just do the best you can for you. Do the best you can. Like, if you think your stuff little, there's stuff you could do to make it stretch that mug. I mean, I can't. Hey, but I am telling you that don't worry about them saying you little. If you want to get you some, get you some. Don't worry about people saying you broke. Go get as much money as you can. Don't worry about your height. These dudes is going and getting that painful surgery to be taller. You say, well, you're only saying that because you 6'2". Yeah, but this guy's taller than me. I see a person that's taller than me every day. So? Every day I see somebody. It's some tall cats in Milwaukee. 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'8". Man, you ain't gonna make me feel less of a man. Cause I look at it like I could break any of you ninjas down to size. Either with these or with these, or with a stick, an axe, whatever. I can get you down to size. I just don't view people like that. I'm not intimidated by people. I know they got me beat in some areas. So I'm gonna stop living? I ain't gonna stop living. I can't get no girls, man. I'm ugly. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. There's nobody in the world that everyone thinks is ugly. You ever see that ugly dog? That ugly dog, they call him the ugly dog. I think that's $15,000. See what I'm talking about? Don't worry about that stuff, man. When you worry about what women think of you, you're giving them power. You're giving them control. I don't care if that's your first girlfriend. If she don't act right, dump her. There'll be others. Y'all do is just virgins, ain't never had no girl. Don't let them punk you. They start dealing with other dudes and all that. People been talking about that lately. Look, if they dealing with other dudes, you already had them. Just move on. You gotta find the ones that's only gonna deal with you. If you can't find them, then you use the ones that's there for, whatever, recreational use. And then you move on. You move on. I'm not sharing you. Like, when I find out I'm sharing you, don't let me at I already got you. You know it's over for you. But I'm supposed to be your wife. No, you ain't. You ain't my wife. You his wife. Somebody told me, oh man, you blah blah blah. Look, a woman, if you married to somebody and you're not having sex with them, that's not your wife. That's your roommate. It's your roommate. Not your wife. If she was your wife, two would become one. What is that talking about? That's talking about, first and foremost, the penetration, your flesh and her flesh. If that ain't happening, y'all divided, y'all divorced. You just ain't did it legally. When she shuts down on you sexually, that's when the divorce happened. That paper is just a paper. That's just the government, this blah blah blah. The real divorce happened when she messed with some other guy, or when she stopped having sex with you. That's when the real divorce happened. All that other stuff is just the legalities. But it's too much life to live to care. You got to start doing people like this.